Press conference today is to talk a little bit about our offense. Obviously, we're not productive on that side of the ball nearly to where we need to be, and I understand that. And there's not a day that goes by, I have to say, where I'm going to wake up or go to sleep thinking about this football program. And so, much like every other head coach in America, you think about things and how to fix things and how to change things and go through all the different things that you have to deal with. So with that being said, I decided that we do need to make some changes on that side of the ball. I also, though, have decided that we've got great coaches on that side. So we're going to shake up the offensive side of things. I do that for a number of reasons, and I'll be happy to answer a couple questions after that. But Brad Salem moved to offensive coordinator. He'll also coach our running backs, which he's coached before with Le'Veon Bell and Edward Bakor here. He's been offered an offensive coordinator job the last 3 years at Power 5 schools. And I feel like this is the time that warrants his opportunities to coordinate our offense. Dave Warner will step away from that position and coach our quarterbacks, which obviously he's had tremendous success coaching our quarterbacks here early in 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Been very successful at that. Jim Bowman will return to the offensive line, that's his career expertise. He's coached 9 Big Ten championships at Ohio State and coordinated that. So he'll move to the offensive line. Mark Staten will move to tight ends, and we'll coordinate our special teams. We will still segment it up, and he will coordinate those. He's coached tight ends in the past. Both Sellecks played for him, among other players. Charlie Gant and people that have played here for him, Deion Sims, etc. Then Don Treadwell will move to the wide receivers. And Tread obviously had been a coordinator at Cincinnati for us when I was there, and then came here and was a coordinator in 7, 8, 9, 10, won a Big Ten championship. I think he gives us the unique perspective of having been on the defensive side of the ball for the last year. So he's seen all different type of concepts that have gone against us, and by doing that, I think it enhances just the overall knowledge of what's been played on other football teams offensively, and what could fit into our situation. He's also been a long-time wide receiver coach. Terrence Samuels will move to coaching the secondary along with Paul Hayes, the assistant secondary coach, and he's coached on the defensive side of the ball. I think he again has had success in the past here, but there's a great deal of sacrifice on all these guys' parts as well when they make this decision. And Terrence will move in that direction, but he'll have an added input on our defensive side of the ball, much like Tread had from an offensive perspective. Mike Tressel will assume the position of assistant head coach. Paul Haynes will remain our secondary coach, along with Ron Burton and Chuck Bulla, who were incidentally named defensive line coaches of the year. And they've done an outstanding job there. And Mike will also coach our linebackers as well. But did that for a number of reasons, honestly. I think they bring a great wealth of knowledge from an offensive perspective, and it stays in the offensive room, obviously, most of it. I've always been a type of person that, I'm a foxhole guy. I don't apologize for that in any respect. So I believe in surrounding myself with loyal people. I believe in digging in when things get tough. I've always said to our players, and the reason I'm having this conference right now is because I announced this all to our players and other things to our players about how we are going to go like this in 2019. We're not going to stand still. We've been good on one side of the ball. We need to be better on the other. But with that being said, I've always been a person to talk to our players about a Spartan's greatest strength is the warrior standing next to them. And I believe our people are committed to the program, are committed to the players. I really don't want to start the process all over again and bring some completely unknown guy in with a completely unknown staff, and then having them be with unknown players and an unknown commodity and start from scratch. I don't think that warrants the situation. Could have done that, could have let everybody go and tried to spread a little pixie dust over everybody. But I do believe that football is execution. I do believe that football is a game of execution, and repetition. I've said that over and over. It's 1 on the inches. Sometimes it's a player's mistake, sometimes it's a bad coaching mistake, or maybe a misstep in teaching progression or something of that nature. But it's things I believe that we can correct in a very meaningful way. It gives us